Ohio once again in the national spotlight tonight as battles heat up over when you can vote. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Katie Houston.
And I'm Mark Allen. A federal judge has ordered Ohio's top elections official, that being Secretary of State John Husted, to appear in court later this month to explain his most recent actions. Pam Elliott live to sort out the confusion in our top story at 5:30. Pam.
Well, Mark and Katie, this all started with a 2011 law that said voting would not be allowed in the 3 days before the election, that it would be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And however, in the last presidential election, experts believe as many as 93,000 people cast their votes on those days in Ohio. So the Obama campaign filed a lawsuit asking those days be reinstated to serve voters. A federal judge agreed last week and ordered those voting hours be restored. But Secretary of State John Husted is not implementing that order as he waits on appeal. And that has the Montgomery County Board of Elections in a bit of a bind. The names of the 2 Montgomery County Board of Elections members whom the Secretary of State dismissed are still in the door more than a week after they were removed. The elections office says there are simply more important matters to address.
We have a great game plan. We want to implement that, but we have to kind of hold back until we get these final decisions and or be prepared to go in a different direction depending on the decisions.
In Montgomery County, workers are anxious to send voters information cards like this that tell them where they are to vote, what districts they are now in, and early voting options. But they don't know if they should include November 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They might end up using a disclaimer and encouraging people to check their website for the most up-to-date information. The mailings cost about $60,000, so they don't want them to be wrong.
We're going to put it on hold as long as we can. However, we do want to get it out sooner than later because, again, we want to encourage voters to vote absentee if they so choose.
And right now, you need to also look for an application in your mailbox to receive an absentee ballot that you can drop off or send through the mail. You're encouraged to vote this way because with fewer polling places, you could easily run into lines on Election Day. History shows us voters do tend to wait until the last minute. And I spoke with the Secretary of State's office and was told Mr. Husted believes telling the boards of elections to hold off on setting in-person voting hours the last 3 days is the right thing to do since an appellate court could change things again. The hearing is set for September 13th. Early voting is to begin October 2nd. Reporting live, Pam Elliott, 2 News.